Lily stood at her post outside the chamber of Queen Zara from the planet Nexus 5. Her fingers tapped against her uniform as she listened to the sounds from within. The human had been assigned as personal guard to the alien queen 3 months ago when the Nexians first arrived on Earth to establish diplomatic relations. Most humans found the tall blue-skinned aliens intimidating with their 4 arms and glowing eyes. But Lily saw beyond their strange appearance. She noticed how Queen Zara moved with grace despite her 7-foot height, how she spoke with wisdom beyond human understanding, and how she seemed genuinely interested in Earth cultures. A crash from inside the chamber broke Lily from her thoughts. She pressed her palm against the scanner and rushed inside. Queen Zara lay on the floor, her blue skin pale, her forearms limp at her sides. Lily ran to her side and checked for signs of life. The queen still breathed, but barely. Lily pressed her emergency communicator. "Help. Me, Queen Zara has collapsed." Lily stayed beside the queen while waiting for the medical team. She noticed a strange crystal pendant around Zara's neck, glowing with an unusual pattern. Lily had never seen it before. The medical team arrived, human doctors, alongside Nexian healers. They moved Queen Zara to the medical wing. Lily followed, concern filling her chest. She had grown to respect the alien leader during their time together. The human doctors looked confused after examining Queen Zara. "We can't find anything wrong with her, but her life force continues to fade," said Dr. Rose, the head physician. The Nexian healers chittered in their language, their expressions grim. Lily approached one of them, May, who had learned English faster than the others. "What's happening to her?" May turned, all 4 hands moving in nervous patterns. "The queen suffers from crystal sickness. It happens to our kind when we reach 300 years old. Our bodies begin to crystallize from within. Can you cure it?" May lowered her glowing eyes. "No, this is why we sought Earth. The legend said humans might hold the answer." Lily frowned. "What answer? How could humans help with an alien disease?" May touched the crystal pendant around the unconscious queen's neck. "This contains her essence, her memories, her soul, if you wish to call it that. When her body fails, it must transfer to another vessel, but our bodies are too similar. The crystallization would begin again." Lily's eyes widened. "You mean she needs a new body?" "Yes, but not Nexian. We believed human biology might be compatible. Our people would see it as the ultimate honor. The queen would share her mind with a willing human host. Both consciousnesses would live together." Lily paced the room, thinking. This was why the Nexians had come to Earth. They needed humans not just for diplomacy, but for survival. Other human guards and diplomats had gathered outside the medical wing, whispering among themselves. The news of the queen's condition had spread quickly. Lily thought about Queen Zara, about her wisdom and kindness, about how she spoke of peace between their worlds. She thought about Earth's history, how humans had often feared what they didn't understand. She thought about making a difference. She approached May. "I volunteer." Nexian's eyes glowed brighter. "You understand what this means. You would share your body, your mind, your life. You would gain her 300 years of memories, but remain yourself." Lily nodded firmly. "I understand." May looked at the other Nexians, who chittered excitedly among themselves. "The procedure is simple but cannot be reversed," May warned. "The queen's consciousness would join with yours. Her knowledge would become available to you. Her thoughts would exist alongside your own." Lily stood tall, her decision made. "Tell me what to do." The procedure happened in a chamber filled with crystals similar to the one around Zara's neck. May explained that they amplified the transfer process. Lily sat beside the queen's bed, holding the pendant in her hands. The Nexians began to sing a haunting melody that made the crystals vibrate. The pendant in Lily's hand grew warm, then hot, but didn't burn her skin. It glowed brighter, until Lily had to close her eyes. Images flooded her mind. Vast cities made of crystal ships traveling between stars, hundreds of years of memories, experiences, wisdom. Lily gasped as the weight of an ancient consciousness settled alongside her own. When she opened her eyes, she saw differently. The colors had changed. She could perceive ultraviolet light. The sounds were richer with tones humans couldn't normally hear. She felt stronger, more aware of everything around her. Queen Zara's body on the bed had turned completely crystalline, beautiful but lifeless. Lily stood her, movements different now, graceful, powerful. She felt Zara's presence in her mind, not controlling but sharing. The Queen's thoughts mixed with her own, giving her insight beyond human understanding. The Nexians bowed to her. May spoke our Queen lives. Within you now. The first human Nexian bond established, you honor us with your sacrifice. Lily raised her hand, feeling strange sensations through her fingers, almost like she had 4 arms instead of 2. Though physically nothing had changed. I am still Lily, she said, but I am Zara too. We exist together. The news spread quickly throughout the Earth Nexian diplomatic corps. Humans reacted with shock, confusion, and in some cases fear. Some called it an invasion, a takeover of human bodies, but others saw it as the ultimate form of cooperation between species. Kate, another human guard, approached Lily days later with determination in her eyes. Tell me about this bond. Is it really sharing, or are you possessed? Lily smiled, sensing Zara's amusement in her mind. It's like having a wise friend who never leaves. Kate, I'm still me. But with another perspective, I have access to knowledge about the universe, about science and art that humans haven't discovered yet. Zara guides but doesn't control. Kate looked skeptical but curious. And what happens now, Lily? Looked toward the window where Earth's moon hung in the sky. Now we build a true alliance. We have technology to share, knowledge to give. But we need more bonds. There are hundreds of elderly Nexians whose bodies are failing. They need willing humans to share with. Does it hurt? Lily shook her head. The transfer is intense but not painful. And afterward there's a sense of purpose, of belonging to something greater than yourself. Kate considered this for a long moment. I want to meet more bonded pairs. Before I decide, Lily nodded, appreciating her friend's caution. This was not a decision to make lightly. As weeks passed, more humans volunteered, some from curiosity, others from a desire to help an alien species on the brink of extinction. Each bond created a bridge between the worlds, strengthening the alliance. Lily, who now sometimes called herself Lily Zara, became the ambassador between the species. With her human compassion and Nexian wisdom, she helped others understand the benefits of cooperation. The anniversary of the first bond, Lily stood before the United Nations, her presence commanding attention. She spoke with dual authority, her words carrying weight beyond her years. 1 year ago, I made a choice that changed 2 civilizations. The Nexians came to us not as conquerors but as friends seeking help. We feared them for their differences instead of seeing opportunities for growth. Through the bond, we have gained knowledge of sustainable energy, advanced medicine, space travel, all freely, given because we opened our minds. A human diplomat raised her hand with concern on her face. What happens when the human host grows old and dies? Will the Nexian consciousness die too? Lily smiled, feeling Zara's ancient wisdom flowing through her thoughts. When my human body ages, we will seek another willing bond. The cycle continues. The knowledge grows with each transfer. Each bond brings new perspective, new ideas. We become more than the sum of our parts. This answer satisfied some, but others still feared the unknown. The path forward would not be easy, but Lily Zara had the wisdom of both worlds to guide humanity and Nexians toward a shared future. Months passed, and the bonding program continued under strict volunteer protocols. Kate eventually decided to bond with an elderly Nexian scientist named Tora. Their shared knowledge accelerated human understanding of quantum physics, leading to breakthroughs in energy production. However, not all was peaceful. A group calling themselves Pure Earth began protesting against the bonds. They claimed the aliens were stealing human bodies to extend their lives. They demanded all Nexians leave Earth immediately. Lily watched their protests from the embassy window, feeling Zara's sadness mingling with her own. They don't understand, said a voice behind her. Lily turned to see Susan, another bonded human. Her eyes now had the same subtle glow that Lily's had developed. They fear what they don't know, Lily replied. We must show them the benefits through actions. Not just words, Susan nodded. The Nexian consciousness within her named Kira had been a great engineer. Their combined knowledge had already improved Earth's water filtration systems, saving thousands of lives in drought-stricken regions we're hosting an open house at the research center tomorrow. Susan said the Pure Earth group has been invited to see what we've accomplished. Maybe if they witness the advances firsthand, they'll reconsider their position. Lily felt Zara's approval. It was a good strategy. The Queen had always believed in transparency. I'll be there. Lily promised. The open house event was carefully planned. Bonded pairs demonstrated the technological and medical advances they had developed together. Screens showed before and after images of regions that had benefited from Nexian water purification systems and sustainable energy technology. Lily guided a group of skeptical Pure Earth members through the laboratories, explaining how the bond worked, answering their questions. With patience, she could feel Zara's consciousness providing facts and context when needed. One woman named Nancy seemed particularly interested, asking detailed questions about the consent process and how individual identity was maintained. End of the tour, Nancy approached Lily privately. I have a sick daughter, she said. Her heart is failing. The doctors have tried everything but nothing works. She has maybe 6 months left. Lily felt Zara's consciousness stirring with interest. The woman continued. I've heard rumors that Nexian medical knowledge might help cases like hers. Is that true? Lily nodded carefully. We have made advances in regenerative medicine. The bond has allowed us to combine Nexian biological understanding with human medical practices. But we don't promise miracles. Hope flickered in Nancy's eyes. I just want a chance for my daughter. That's all I'm asking. Lily placed a hand on the woman's shoulder. I'll arrange for her to be seen by our medical team. What's her name? Hope. She's 12 years old. Lily felt Zara's compassion flowing through their shared mind. The Queen had always had a soft spot for children. We'll do everything we can for Hope, Lily promised. The medical team at the Nexian Human Research Center worked tirelessly on Hope's case. Lily visited, often watching as the young girl grew stronger under the care of both human doctors and Nexian healers. Dr. Rose, now partnered with a Nexian healer, through the bond had developed a new treatment that combined Earth medicines with Nexian regenerative techniques. Hope's heart was healing itself, cell by cell. Nancy had joined the center as a volunteer, her previous fears about the aliens forgotten. As she watched her daughter improve each day, she became an advocate, speaking to other Pure Earth members about her experience. 6 months after beginning treatment, Hope was running, playing, laughing. Her heart now stronger than ever, she had become friends with the Nexian children who lived at the embassy, fascinated by their 4 arms and ability to change the color of their skin, based on emotions. Lily watched Hope chase a young Nexian named Zin around the embassy garden. The sight filled her with joy. She felt Zara's consciousness warm with satisfaction. The Queen had always believed that children would bridge the gap between their species more easily than adults. Nancy approached Lily, her eyes filled with gratitude. I can never repay what you've done for Hope. It was not just me, Lily replied. Our medical team deserves the credit. Nancy shook her head. It was your compassion that opened the door. And now I understand why you made the choice to bond. I see the good that comes from cooperation. Nancy had become an important ally. She spoke at community meetings, sharing Hope's story and challenging the fears spread by Pure Earth. Her honesty and emotional testimony swayed many doubters, but not all threats came from those who feared the bond. Some Nexians had their own concerns. Elder Zan, one of the few ancient Nexians who had not yet sought a bond, requested a meeting with Lily. She met him in the crystal garden at the center of the embassy. His blue skin had already begun to crystallize in patches, a sign of his advancing age. You have done well as our ambassador, Elder Zan said, his voice melodic. Despite his condition, Queen Zara chose wisely. Lily inclined her head, feeling Zara's respect for the elder. But I must warn, you, Zan continued. Some of our kind believe we should take more than what is offered. Lily felt Zara's consciousness stir with alarm. What do you mean? Some young warriors feel we should not wait for volunteers. They argue that our survival as a species should not depend on human generosity. They plan to take hosts by force. The revelation shocked both Lily and Zara. Their shared mind racing with implications. This would destroy everything we've built, Lily said. The trust between our species, the alliance, everything. Jen nodded sadly. They are few in number but determined. They believe humans will eventually turn against us. They see taking hosts as a preemptive measure. Who leads them? Lily asked, feeling Zara's royal authority rising within her. My own son, Vex. He was always impatient. Even as a child, he sought the quickest path, not the wisest one. Lily felt Zara's memories of Vex, a young warrior who had argued against seeking Earth's help, preferring to search for a military solution to their species' decline. Where is he now? Zan looked away. I do not know. He and his followers left the embassy 3 days ago. I fear they may have already taken unwilling hosts. Lily stood, quickly activating her communicator. Kate, I need you to call an emergency meeting of all bonded pairs and human security. Tell no one else what it's about. Within an hour, 20 bonded pairs had gathered in the secure conference room. Lily explained the situation, feeling Zara's calm influence helping her maintain composure despite the crisis. We need to find Vex and his followers before they destroy everything we've built, Lily said. If even one human is taken without consent, the alliance will crumble. Susan spoke up. Kira and I can review the embassy security footage, see who left with Vex, and when Kate, who had eventually bonded with a Nexian diplomat named Laura, suggested they check recent missing persons reports in the city surrounding the embassy, we divided into teams. Lily continued, each bonded pair using their combined knowledge and skills to track the rogue Nexians. For 3 days they searched the city, following leads, interviewing witnesses, analyzing patterns. Lily barely slept, feeling Zara's determination pushing her forward, their shared mind working through possibilities faster than either could alone. On the 4th day they received a breakthrough. A security camera near an abandoned warehouse had captured footage of blue-skinned figures entering late at night. Lily assembled a team of both human security and bonded pairs. They surrounded the warehouse in the pre-dawn hours, moving silently as Zara's tactical knowledge guided them. Inside they found 5 humans unconscious, strapped to tables. Crystal pendants similar to the one Zara had worn lay nearby, ready for the forced transfer. Vex and 6 other Nexians turned in surprise as Lily led the team into the main room stop. This Vex Lily commanded, her voice carrying Zara's royal authority. You know this is not our way, Vex. A tall warrior with darker, blue skin than most stepped forward. Our way was failing us, your way is too slow. We need more hosts now. You would destroy everything we've built. Lily said. Everything your mother worked for. She felt Zara's consciousness pushing forward, sharing memories of Vex as a child learning at the Queen's feet. The mental images flowed from Lily to Vex, their Nexian telepathic abilities connecting. Despite the lack of a bond, Vex hesitated as the memories washed over him. You would use my mother's memories against me, not against you, Lily replied. To remind you of who you are, of the honor your people hold sacred. The standoff lasted several tense minutes. Finally, Vex lowered his head. What happens now? Justice, Lily said. But with mercy. The humans you've taken will be released unharmed. You and your followers will face the Nexian Council. The Nexian Council gathered in the crystal chamber of the embassy. Elder Zan sat at the center with 6 other elders flanking him. Their blue skin glittered with patches of crystal, a reminder of why they had come to Earth. Vex and his followers stood before them, heads bowed. Lily stood to the side, observing, feeling Zara's sadness at this division among her people. Elder Zan spoke, his voice resonating through the chamber. You have broken our most sacred law. The bond must always be given freely, never taken. Vex kept his eyes lowered. Our people are dying while humans debate and decide. We did not come as conquerors. Zan replied, we came seeking alliance. Queen Zara knew this was the only path that would not lead to our extinction. Lily felt Zara's consciousness stirring within her. The Queen had memories of the council debates from before they had left Nexus 5. The decision to seek peaceful cooperation had not been unanimous. The council deliberated for hours. Finally, Zan announced their decision. Vex and his followers would not be permitted to bond. They would remain in their current bodies until the crystallization claimed them. Harsh but fair sentence. Lily thought, feeling Zara's agreement. Their crime had nearly destroyed the trust between humans and Nexians. A forced bond would have been seen as an invasion, as possession. Exactly what the Pure Earth group had feared. After the trial, Lily found Vex standing alone in the embassy garden. He looked at the earth plants with curiosity. So beautiful, he said. Yet so fragile, like your people. Lily approached cautiously. They are stronger than you think. Adaptable, resilient. Vex turned to her. You carry my mother's memories, her knowledge. Yet you are still human. How does it feel? Strange. At first, Lily admitted, but now I cannot imagine being without her. Her perspective has become valuable to me. We make decisions together, face challenges together. The warrior studied her, his expression softening. You truly believe in this alliance, don't you? I do, Lily said, and so did your mother. She saw it as the best hope for both our species. Vex looked away. The crystallization has begun in me. I feel it spreading through my limbs. I have perhaps 5 years left. Lily felt Zara's compassion flowing through her. The queen still cared for her people, even those who had strayed. There are other ways you can contribute. Vex, Lily said, you don't need a bond to help build our future together. The incident with Vex had consequences. The Pure Earth movement gained new supporters, using the attempted forced bondings as evidence of the Nexians' true intentions. Media coverage turned negative, focusing on fears rather than the benefits the alliance had brought. Lily worked tirelessly with Kate, Susan, and other bonded pairs to rebuild trust. They invited reporters into their research facilities, showed them the medical breakthroughs, the technological advances, the environmental restoration projects. Hope, now fully recovered, became an unexpected ambassador. The young girl spoke about her friendship with Nexian children, about how alien medicine had saved her life. Her innocent perspective touched hearts and changed minds. Slowly, public opinion shifted back. Support for the alliance grew again. Years after the first bond, the program had expanded to include over 500 pairs, each combining human creativity with Nexian knowledge to solve Earth's most pressing problems. Clean energy technology eliminated pollution in major cities. New medical treatments cured diseases previously thought incurable. Sustainable farming methods ended food shortages in regions plagued by famine. Lily stood on the balcony of the embassy, watching a Nexian ship land in the distance. A new delegation, arriving from their home world. Kate joined her, their friendship stronger now through their shared experience of the bond more. Coming to seek hosts, she asked. Lily nodded. Some, but others, are scientists, engineers, artists. They come to teach and learn, to build a future between our worlds. Kate smiled. They're no longer aliens to us, are they? Not to me, Lily replied. I see through Zara's eyes sometimes, feel her memories of Nexus 5. It feels like a second home now. A young human woman approached them, nervously. She had recently joined the diplomatic corps. Her name was Beth, and she had been assigned as Lily's assistant. Excuse me, Ambassador, but the new delegation has requested to meet you immediately. They say it's urgent. Lily thanked her, feeling Zara's curiosity peaking inside their shared mind. The Queen had not expected this urgency. The new arrivals waited in the crystal chamber. 7 Nexians taller than average, their skin a deeper blue than most. They bowed as Lily entered. Ambassador, they greeted her. We bring news from Nexus. 5 Lily felt Zara's consciousness pushing forward, eager for news of her homeworld. Our scientists have made a discovery, the lead delegate said, one that changes everything. What kind of discovery? Lily asked, feeling Zara's anticipation. A cure. The delegate replied. We believe we have found a way to halt the crystallization process, perhaps even reverse it. Lily sat down, stunned by the implications. Zara's thoughts raced through their shared mind. If Nexians no longer faced extinction from the crystallization process, would they still need the bond? Would the alliance continue? The delegate continued. The cure was developed using data from the bonded pair's research that would have been impossible without. The shared knowledge, Lily felt relief flow through her. They still needed each other. The alliance would continue, but now as true equals, both species with their own future. What does this mean for those already bonded? Lily asked, thinking of herself, and Zara of Kate and Susan and hundreds of others who had shared their bodies and minds. The delegate's eyes glowed warmly. Nothing changes for those already bonded, unless they wish it. The bond remains permanent as before. But future generations will have a choice bond for knowledge and friendship rather than necessity. It was the best possible outcome, Lily realized. Zara's thoughts aligning with her own. The pressure of extinction removed. The alliance continuing by choice rather than necessity. 5 years after the first bond, Lily stood on the observation deck of the Nexian human space station orbiting Earth below her. The planet gleamed blue and green, and above her stars stretched into infinity. She felt Zara's consciousness stir with appreciation for the view. The Queen had traveled among the stars for centuries before coming to Earth, but the sight still moved her. Lily heard footsteps behind her and turned to see Beth, her former assistant, now a diplomat in her own right. Beth had recently bonded with a Nexian artist named Mira. Their shared creativity had produced stunning works that captured the beauty of both worlds. The first transport ships are ready, Beth said. They'll depart for Nexus 5 next week. 20 human families along with their Nexian partners. The first colonists. Lily nodded, feeling Zara's excitement at the prospect of humans visiting her homeworld. This had always been the Queen's dream. Not just Nexians on Earth, but humans on Nexus. 5 a true exchange between worlds. Will you go with them? Beth asked. Not yet, Lily replied. There's still work to be done here. The alliance is strong but needs guidance, in truth. Both Lily and Zara wanted to return to Nexus 5, but they had responsibilities on Earth. The bond program continued to grow, carefully regulated but increasingly popular. Thousands of humans had now shared their minds with Nexian partners, creating a new blended culture. Kate approached carrying data tablets. Her bond with the Nexian diplomat Laura had deepened over the years. Their shared mind now so integrated they finished each other's sentences. The Pure Earth movement has officially disbanded. Kate announced their leader joined the bond program last week. Lily smiled at the irony. Their strongest opponent had become an ally, and Vex. Kate continued. Her expression more serious. Lily felt Zara's attention sharpen at the mention of her former subject. The warrior had served his sentence working within the embassy, unable to bond. His body had continued to crystallize, though more slowly since the cure had been discovered. He's asking to see you, Kate said. He says it's important. Lily found Vex in the crystal garden. His condition had advanced considerably. His once flexible limbs now rigid, his skin more crystal than flesh. Yet his eyes still burned with intelligence and pride. Ambassador, he greeted her formally, though they had known each other for years. Lily noticed he carried a small crystal box similar to the pendant that had once contained Zara's essence. Vex spoke quietly. I have come to make peace before my time ends. Lily felt Zara's sadness at seeing her subject so changed by the crystallization. You have already made peace, Vex. You've served honorably these past years. The warrior shook his head. Crystalline fragments catching the light. Not with Earth, with myself, with my mother. He held out the box. My memories, Ambassador. My knowledge, my essence. I wish you to have it. When this body fails. Lily felt Zara's shock echoing through their shared mind. Vex was offering his essence not for a bond but for safekeeping, to be preserved as memory. This is a great honor, Lily said, feeling Zara guide her response. Vex's expression softened. You carry my mother within. I would be honored to have my essence preserved alongside hers. Even if never bonded, I would know that my knowledge, my experiences would not be lost. Lily accepted the crystal box, feeling its weight both physical and symbolic. Another piece of Nexian history, another connection between worlds. The research center became a hub of activity as preparations continued for the first human mission to Nexus 5. Scientists, engineers, diplomats all working together. Bonded pairs using their combined knowledge to solve the challenges of interstellar travel. Susan and her Nexian partner Kira had developed new radiation shielding that would protect the human colonists during the journey. Their breakthrough had come from combining Nexian crystal technology with human materials science. Dr. Rose and her bonded partner had created medical protocols for humans living on Nexus 5, adapting Earth medicine to account for the different gravity and atmosphere. Hope, now a teenager, worked as an interpreter for Nexian children visiting Earth. Her friendship with Zin had blossomed, her understanding of Nexian culture and language making her invaluable to the cultural exchange program. Lily watched it all with satisfaction, feeling Zara's pride in what they had accomplished together. What had begun as a desperate measure to save a dying queen had transformed two worlds. On the night before the first ship's departure, Lily stood again on the observation deck, Kate and Susan joining her. The three women who had been at the beginning of it all watched the Earth turn below them. "Do you ever regret it?" Kate asked the bond. Lily considered the question, feeling Zara's thoughts intertwining with her own. After 5 years, they sometimes couldn't distinguish where one ended and the other began. Their shared mind, a true partnership. "No," Lily answered honestly. "I've seen wonders through Zara's eyes. Felt centuries of experiences. I've helped build something lasting. Something important." Susan nodded. "I feel the same. The bond has given me purpose, knowledge, a wider perspective." Kate smiled, her eyes reflecting the starlight. "We've changed history, haven't we?" The course of two civilizations. Lily felt Zara's agreement warming their shared consciousness. "Yes," she said, "and we're just beginning." The observation deck door opened and Beth entered. "Ambassador, the captain wishes to speak with you. Final preparations for tomorrow's launch." Lily nodded, following her former assistant to the command center. She passed humans and Nexians working side by side, some bonded, some not, all focused on the shared future they were building. In the command center, the captain, a tall woman named Grace, greeted her with respect. Grace had not chosen the bond but had been one of the first to volunteer for the Nexus 5 mission. "All systems are ready. Ambassador, we launch at dawn." Lily felt Zara's excitement building within her. One day they too would make this journey, would see Nexus 5 through shared eyes. The homeworld. Zara had left to save her people. For now, though, their place was here, guiding the alliance, ensuring that both species moved forward together in peace. Later that night, Lily returned to her quarters. She removed the crystal pendant that still hung around her neck. 5 years after the first bond, she held it up to the light, watching as it glimmered with memories. Beside it now sat Vex's crystal box, 2 pieces of Nexian history preserved, 2 lives shared across the stars. In the quiet of her room, Lily felt Zara's consciousness flowing through her mind, sharing thoughts without words. The Queen's ancient wisdom, her compassion, her vision for the future, all had become part of Lily, just as Lily's humanity, her adaptability, her hope had become part of Zara. Together they had changed worlds, had shown that difference need not lead to fear, that cooperation could overcome the greatest challenges. Lily looked out her window at the stars, knowing that somewhere among them circled Nexus 5, waiting for humans to arrive. A new chapter in their shared story about to begin. She felt Zara's contentment matching her own. 2 minds, 1 vision, the future stretching before them, bright with possibility.